colours work really well and the photograph is good quality.
Yes. Why do you think it's effective?
Because the colours fit the timing of the magazine. They stand out as well, so it makes it attractive for the audience. Yeah, it's colourful, eye-catching, but not too much information, just enough.
I do. I really like it. I like the fact that you've got your model in close up and she's staring out at the audience. I think that's really quite effective. I love the colour scheme. I think it's quite busy as well, which is the kind of sort of has the really lovely 80s feel to it. Yeah, I'm very impressed.
Yes.
Why?
It's easy and simple to understand.
Yeah.
Why?
It's easy to understand and find the page that you want, and the pictures also make it look better. Yeah, again, it's colourful, but it's simple yet effective.
Do you think?
Again, I like the fact that it's quite busy. It's quite sort of fun colouring, which ties in with what you're trying to achieve. I think you've got some lovely titles in there that would sort of reflect the 80s vibe that you've got on the photograph. So well chosen. Yeah, very effective.
I do as well.
Why?
Because the title's obvious and I know it's going to be about before I start reading it.
Yeah.
Why?
The question and answering is a good structure, and the image fits nicely against the text. Yeah, because again it's eye-catching but not too many images, just the right balance between images and text.
Yeah, I'm very impressed with the main image. I think that's an excellently well chosen photograph. The aspects of mise-en-scène, the sort of the clothing that you've got her in, particularly sort of net glove, just really good, and you've got her to position herself very, very effectively. So I think it's great. The name, obviously, big impact name at the top. Yeah, very good.
It is bright and girly.
I like it. It's quite appealing to the eye. Stands out against other magazines. It's not too bright, but it's not too dull, so it's just the right amount of colour.
Oh yeah, well I've kind of mentioned that a little bit. I think just what it is. It's fun. It's dynamic. The pink and yellow and splashings of orange in there to sort of make it bright and exciting. Really, exactly what a sort of pop magazine should be like. So yeah, very impressive.
I do.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
It does. I mean, it has that retro feel of going back to the old days where they had good old-fashioned pop magazines, and I think that's really what you're trying to achieve, isn't it? Sort of, and this would be really sort of stand out and dynamic in a retail environment. So I think it's great.
Yeah.
Yes, it's very clear throughout, and you've got that combination of trying to make it sort of stand out and dynamic in a little bit 80s style. You've combined that well with making it quite clear as well.
I do as well.
Why is that?
Because they show 80s glam pop.
Yes.
Why?
They're fun. They've got like a lot of different people, so it's a variety of different pictures. Yeah, they're clear images that portray the glam pop theme well.
Yes, definitely. I mean, as I said, I'm particularly impressed with the one on the double page spread, but your front cover photograph of Chelsea is very good. You've picked some really nice photos for your contents page, and clearly been quite creative in the way you've dressed people and created that image. Very good.
No.
I'm very, very impressed with it. Maybe little things like maybe having the name of the magazine title on the double page spread at the bottom, possibly near the numbers, possibly somehow getting the name Glam Pop somewhere on your contents page, possibly looking at the white areas on your contents page and seeing if we could colour those out a little bit more, so make it a bit more crazy and dynamic. But in general, it's a very, very good product, isn't it?
I would.
Yeah, because it catches your attention as soon as you see it.
I think I would, yeah, because obviously being sort of growing up in the 80s, again, that retro feel that it has to it, I think you might target people a little bit of that age range who just sort of look back to those halcyon days, and if the magazine was containing things like you've included, which is modern interpretations of those bands, but also finding out where some of those people are now, it'd be quite, yeah, definitely be an interesting read, wouldn't it?
About 16 to 20.
16 to 20 year olds. 16 to 20.
Well, that there within lies the rub, really. I think you've got a wide audience, really, in a sense that you could target young people who would be getting excited about the retro feel of the 80s and the sort of fun element of that. But I think people who also went through the 80s, maybe you could be targeting them as sort of a nostalgic feel where they look back and think, how great was it back then, and look what's going on now, and maybe trying to interest people in going out to gigs that are tribute bands of the bands they used to go when they were younger.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yes, it does.
Yeah, well, I think it has to be clear. I mean, because of the nature of the magazine itself, you have to be clear about what you're trying to do, which is, bring back glam pop in some respects. So, yes, I think it is. It's simple and effective.
Yeah.
Could you
Yeah.
suggest them?
Yes.
No.
Thank you.
No.
That's fine. Thank you.
No.
Thank you.
Certainly not off the top of my head. I think it does what it needs to do. So I think you stick with that.
Okay, that's it. Thank you.